Hello, Just Too Good here, back from another video, and today I'm going to be opening up the Holiday 2015 LEGO Minifigures Cube, which is exclusive to Target. Now, I did one of these last year, but this one, it's $10 instead of $15, like last year was $15 in the United States. And it comes with the same four themes, which are Ninjago, DC Superheroes, and Chima, and City. So let's open this sucker up. And I got this from online, but they're going to start showing up in Target stores soon. But trust me, they sell out pretty quick, so you got to be careful and just pounce on it when you want to get it. You can find that at your store. But let's take this out, and there you go. You can see it comes with 4 minifigures, one for each theme. Alright, so here are the 4 minifigures, and we'll start looking at them from left to right. Alright, so the first minifigure we'll take a look at is the DC Superheroes one, which is Lightning Lad. And all minifigures come on this gray LEGO collectible minifigure base. And Lightning Lad has a lot of cool printing on him. I mean, he's not one of the most popular characters out there for DC, but it's still nice that they included him in this promotional set because, you know, it's a way to include a not-so-popular character. You can see he has some great arm printing and some great printing on the back of his torso, as well as an alternate face, which you could switch around to this side and cover it up with his nice hairpiece, which is that kind of Daston hair, as we call it, but in that orange color, which is not so common. And you can see his face right there, his alternate face. And it looks like he has boot printing, like dual molded, but actually it's just printing on the side of his legs, and that's it. So that's kind of actually some really I guess precise printing. So I like how that came out. And that's really it for Lightning Lad. And now let's take a look at the other minifigures. So here's Stone Armor Kai, which is quite interesting because the stone armor theme was really used in Rebooted, and this is kind of a 2015 themed box, so that's quite interesting. They didn't do something that was more 2015 related for Ninjago, but it's still nice because Kai didn't have stone armor before, and only a few of the other ninjas had it in the Battle for Ninjago City set. But what's cool is that he does have a new face print as well. But let's just compare him to the 2014 Ninjago Rebooted Kai, and you can see how similar they are right there. So that's Kai without all of his armor, and you can see his back torso printing is actually quite good as well. But his face print, which is new, is extremely similar to the Lloyd from last year in the collectible cube, which is this figure right here. And once you take that off, you can see how similar they are. It really just gets down to Kai doesn't have this little smirking part right here. It's just kind of a straight, or not really straight, but curvy little line right there. And then he doesn't have his scar like he usually has, because I heard something about Kai getting his scar removed or something. I don't know. But you can see he has a little chip in his eyebrow right there. So I'm pretty sure that's intentional, and that's like where his scar used to be. But that's really it. There's not much of a difference between the faces. And next up is the LEGO Chima minifigure in this cube, which is Cured Sir Fangar. And this version of Sir Fangar is the version where he's not evil or anything like that, which is exclusive to the set, but very similar to the last version. Actually, this was the same problem as last year, where when they give the cape, it's so tattered up, which is kind of disappointing because it gets ruined. But you could just compare it to the regular Sir Fangar that's released in the LEGO Chima sets, and you can see how they're a little bit different. I mean, their torsos are the same, but the cured one has some different kind of leg printing, but the major difference is he doesn't have any scars or anything like that, which I guess will be useful for Chima fans. You can see he actually has a little bit of fur printing on the side there instead of those little scar printing. And then once you take that off, you can see how their faces differ just a little bit. This one doesn't have any scars, it's more fluffy, and there's no alternate face, unlike the regular retail set version. So here is the Diver minifigure, who is my most hyped minifigure from this whole cube, and you may be wondering why. It's because of those short sleeves, and I'll show you what I'm using them for in a little bit. But this is the city representative of this 4 minifigure cube, and those short sleeves in that dark blue color is totally new. But also he has some great new torso printing and leg printing, which I love how this leg printing came out, where it carries on from the front all the way to the side right there, which I think is actually really neat on both sides of the leg. Also, he has a totally new headpiece, which is actually very useful. I like having, you know, not evil or anything bearded men headpieces, because we don't get a lot of bearded men headpieces, which sounds so weird, without, you know, like a nasty grin or whatever like that. just with this kind of happy, jolly grin. It's very usable, you know? And you also get a nice little helmet. So that's it for this minifigure, but let's see what I'm going to use this minifigure for. They're for my custom Weird Al Yankovic minifigure, because what we got before were the Hawaiian shirt from the Where's My Pants guy, but he didn't have these short sleeves, so now it looks so much better now that we have short sleeves, so I finally complete Weird Al himself, and also that's my little custom accordion. So overall, this cube is a fantastic value. I mean, it's just like the last cube, but this one's even better because it is $10, and I think just the minifigure selection in this one is just a little bit better. Last year we had kind of a very similar looking Swamp Police guy, and we had a very similar looking Lavertus. And then we had, I think, we had Lloyd and Superboy, which were both kind of the two desirable ones. But I think this one with Lightning Lad, the detail is kind of stepped up just a little bit because it's much more detailed, in my opinion, than Superboy was. And then we also got a very detailed city minifigure instead of the last year's one, which was a little bit more similar to the Swamp Police. It wasn't that much of a difference. So I like that they kind of stepped it up just a little bit this time. And they lowered the price in a lot of areas because I heard people saying that it was selling for $15, the old cube, but now this one's only $10. So I give this set an A+. I think it's a fantastic set, and I'm going to probably pick up another one because the pieces are that much usable. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. My favorite out of all of these, I already said, was the Diver, and my least favorite is the Chima one. But the Chima one is not that bad for people who are especially fans of Chima. They're going to really want this minifigure. But that's it for now, and I'll see you guys later.